Hi, everyone.
Hey guys.
So, this is our part two. We wanted to do something a little bit different. So, we are interviewing each other. I really wanted you to get to know us as the co founders of the Female Health Entrepreneurs Collective. So, today we're going to be introducing my beautiful friend, Kerrie Holmes from Solely Health. Kerrie is a soul healer, plant-based food advocate, and she helps people with soul aligning their business. So thank you for joining us, Kerrie.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So I want to start off with a little bit of a standard question that we like to ask, and it is for you to tell us a little bit about your journey and what has got you to where you are today.
Yeah. So I started out years ago with kinesiology, and I did that because I had kids with learning difficulties, and kinesiology had just sort of come into my field, and it was something that I wanted to explore. So I went and studied it because I'm all about self-healing and taking accountability for myself. So I went and did that so I could use it on my kids. And then I just loved it, and I saw it change, like it made such a difference. And so I started to advertise to see other people's kids. And then I noticed that the mums really needed help. And then from there, it kind of led on to women in business and women needing help in their business with creating more income. It was relationships and their health. So it just kind of evolved by itself naturally. And then because I'm a businesswoman myself, I've had multiple businesses, and I've worked in business for many years, pretty much forever. It just kind of came naturally, and so just incorporating my own knowledge with the kinesiology, and then I went on to study nutrition as well. So I've just kind of put it all together, and yeah.
Awesome. I love what you do as well. I love how it's all, blends in together. It's so beautifully aligned.
You just kind of need it all. Like, you need great health to be able to be the person that you're here to be.
Yes.
And we all have that work here that we're here to do. That's why we're here in business, because we have that message. So
yes, exactly. So can you tell us, when you are working with amazing women in business, what strategies do you like to use with them? Like, what do you find is the most powerful strategy that you have?
So I definitely work on an energetic level. So I've always had the ability, I've always seen spirits from forever, from as long as I can remember. And I've always been able to read people, like tapping in energetically. It's just what I do. And so I just read people. And so that's a big part of my strategies is, just energetically tapping in to see where your blocks are, what's holding you back. So like I said, most of the common things that I've found with women are they want to make more money, they want to have better health, better relationships, and so it's just tapping in to find that block and using the kinesiology as well, which is an amazing tool. And we do a lot of past life regression because obviously that really plays an important part of who we are here today in this life that we're living. So our blocks generally will come from past lives. So we do a lot of.
This reminds me of this session that you did with me, my past life one. It was so amazing. Poor you though, because it took 3 hours, but
that's what I love.
So good.
It's just like nutting in and just getting to the core of what it is that's holding you back. Because a lot of us, we don't know, do we?
Yeah. And it's so funny how like what we came across was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly why this is happening right now.
Exactly.
It was the first time I've ever actually I think I'd done it with someone before, but it wasn't as powerful as the one that you had done. I slept so well after that.
Yeah, you usually do, because you're actually clearing out that memory that you've got holding on in your energetic field. So it's just like we go on a journey to uncover what it is. That's where I use the kinesiology, and I also channel messages through, and then tapping in, and we get to the core of it. And so you're releasing something that you've essentially carried from a past life into this life that you've been holding onto in your energy field. So most people experience like feeling really tired after, and also feeling a lightness as well, like just feeling so light and free.
Yeah, I did feel that too.
Yep.
Excellent. So I absolutely have been privileged to be a part of your amazing soul school.
Yep.
And I would love for you to share with us a little bit about it. So why you sort of created it to start with, and also the amazing things that you're putting in there for your clients.
So I created because I was finding that I just assume that everyone knows what I know, and like with the energetic and the spiritual tools. And so when I was working with women, like especially women in business, I was telling them things to do and they were just blown away and they were getting such amazing results from it. So I thought, rather than trying to cram everything into a session and messaging afterwards and them having to have another session and that, I thought I'm going to create a space where I can put everything that I know and everything that's worked in my life. And I put little courses in there and workshops, and can do readings and inspiration and tools and tips and recipes and things like that, because everything matters. So this is the hub of the Soul School, is my life's work and everything that I have to bring you, and and that I channel through. So so that you can just go there. It's a low cost space, and just such a beautiful community of like-minded women, really.
I really love it. I think it's really good because it sort of brings you back to yourself, your center, and your alignment, really. So it's bringing you back to you, which really just helps in all aspects of your life. Which is
what we were talking about, like with your amazing program, and then I have the Soul School, which is we was talking about in your video about being disconnected from ourselves, because we're always racing around and disconnecting. And I find the Soul School gives you all the tools, and that when you recognize that you're like that, or if you're doing it daily. So I've got a few things in there where it's like 40-day journaling and meditation, and there's like manifesting and things like that. So if you're in there every day, I run it in a Facebook group, because I find a lot of us in business are already on Facebook. A lot easier than logging into a membership site, because I know myself, I don't. I'm very lazy like that. So, but whereas whether it's on a Facebook group, I will go in there and check. So it's a lot easier for you to have those tools to use daily. Like access them really easily.
That's amazing. So I'd love for you to tell us, with your business as an entrepreneur, a woman in business, what do you find the hardest, and what do you find the most fulfilling in your business?
Yeah, definitely for me, it's consistency, and I'm sure you're the same, and I'm sure everybody who's watching can relate, unless you've got that shit sorted. But generally it's a consistency, having the energy and the space to do it daily. I find really difficult, but even on the days where I feel like not doing it, I'm trying to do something, so that I'm trying to build that consistency up. But that's definitely been my number one challenge. For sure. And the most fulfilling thing is when I have a session with people and we have big breakthroughs, which is pretty much every session. It just blows their mind, after we go back in a past life journey or whatever it is, whatever we're doing to clear their blocks and and increase their income. It's just like, that's fulfilling to me. I just get off the call and I just feel alive. Like, I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It just feels amazing. And I love that I've helped someone change their life.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, and I'm going a little bit off topic. Okay. So you're going to go round. You're going to go rogue. We were having a conversation this morning about keeping it real, and I really want to touch on this, because I know we didn't when we were talking before, but I think you and I have both seen very similar things over the years. Different companies have approached us. We have been involved in different companies. We've seen a lot of social media stuff. Maybe promises sometimes that we know in reality don't always come about. So we were like having a discussion before about people on social media marketing, I guess, and really how we portray ourselves versus reality. So
yeah, I was telling Teresa, and this is probably a good one for you guys that are starting out or are in your business and it's not really expanding like other people's businesses are expanding, and we have that comparison thing going on. But I was telling Teresa how, because I'm an online business, so I work with women around the world, and I remember years ago when it was really cool to be a six-figure business, when that kind of phase come in. I think it might be eight-figure business now.
Yeah.
It's kind of gone 6, 7 and 8 I've watched. But anyway, it was six-figure business. And so these clients that I had were promoting that they were a six-figure business, but really when I was working with them, they weren't a six-figure business, but I guess it's fake it till you make it, put those vibes out there that you're already doing it and it will happen kind of thing, and kind of, I guess, talking yourself up bigger than what you already are. And I watch it now, like I think it's 8-figure business now that people will say that they're in, but really.
And I think the good thing, like that you've just mentioned, is there's a difference between believing in yourself and believing that this is something that you can aspire to,
like having it as your goal.
Because you can,
and aligning yourself to it, which is what I'm all about, setting that goal and clearing and aligning,
and that is definitely the potential. But I think that the whole faking it till you make it, which is how I was taught. I was always taught that with a job: go in and just tell them you know what you're doing. Fake it till you make it, and I've got some pretty amazing jobs out of it that way. But it's also about being your authentic self. And if you are setting the precedence of something that you're not, I think that you're risking, you're taking a risk that it's not the case. So you're taking a risk that your client, who has so much trust and respect for you, potentially loses that. And I know for myself, and probably in that instance, I've had clients myself similar, and even in the last couple of years, I've seen different scenarios where what we're being sold is not quite what the reality is. And if this is what you're trying to sell, but in reality we know that this is not quite your life yet, it really just puts that mistrust in it.
Well, and it creates an energetic thing in you as well, because it's not the truth. And I think, and we're also having a conversation about how I've really noticed lately is that there's a lot of coaches out there that are, I'll show you how to be an 8-figure business or whatever, and then you can show people how to be an 8-figure business, and then they can. It's like this line of just all about how to make a $1 million business or whatever, and it just is. There's no
look, if this is hitting home too much to you, and this is something that you're doing, we're definitely not saying that you're wrong. We're just there is situations and circumstances where other people are trying to meet this goal that's being set, which is not a realistic goal. And it's unfortunate, but I see so many amazing people who genuinely have a passion for creating a business, creating an amazing legacy business for their family, for themselves, for their lifestyle, and they're going into it with this belief that they can go from here to here very fast.
It's like what we talk about, like we've done MLM before and we've done certain business models and stuff, but it's that cookie cutter model. It doesn't work.
No.
You know what I mean? They can talk it up like it works, but getting back to the thing here, it's all about what you're here to do. So you are here to share a message. You have a message inside of you.
Unique.
Yeah, a unique message. That's right. Message. And so really tap into that and find out what your unique message is. And that's what you need to start sharing. And you'll know what it is because you'll feel passionate about it. And when you talk about it, you'll be really excited and you'll feel it will come from the heart. So when you're posting your messages, and sharing on socials and whatever you're creating, it has to feel passionate and it has to feel like it's from your heart, doesn't it? That's your message, and that will make your business explode. You know, it may not happen straight away. You'll just do it and you'll start clearing, you'll start getting into alignment with it. This is my thing. This is what I'm here to do. And then it will just, you watch it will just grow authentically.
And listen, we're not saying that there's not a place for MLMs or anything like that.
No,
because
I'm
both of us, and
you know,
same. And it's
because I love the products.
I think if you can take an amazing product and then have your unique message and personalize it to your amazing business, then that is the key.
Exactly.
We just don't want to see our amazing listeners and the people that we work with fall into the trap of thinking that this message that's so, oh my God, I feel like every day I open my Instagram and it's always those keywords. And like you said, I don't know what the figure is right now, but it's a figure that I can tell you if you're just starting off, it's not possible just yet. It's not. There's no such thing as fast, quick money, especially when you're setting up your business, because you really need to work on things like your messaging, getting your right clients, so many things. So it is very amazing and very fulfilling. But just as long as you keep sharing your unique, amazing, personal message, you're on the right track.
Yep, that's it. Like I was saying, you'll feel it. You'll feel what it is, what you're meant to be sharing. So even if you do have an MLM product, share your own unique message about it. What is it that you love about this product, and how does it make you feel, and how has it changed your life? You know, because they do teach that cookie cutter system, but share it from your heart and soul. And that's how you'll have grown authentic business.
And I mean, they're only sharing. So for those, who don't know MLM, it's multi-level marketing business. But these people are sharing this process because that's how they got their success. But it doesn't work for everyone, unfortunately, because we are all unique. So, you know, like Kerrie said, you just keep feeling into it. I know I've been in a few that I felt that I couldn't be myself, and that's actually what made me not want to be in it anymore, because I've worked so hard to be myself.
And you're kind of stopped from bringing it into your
I was made to feel wrong for wanting to bring myself into it, like to make it my own. And I've worked really hard over a long time to build my business, and
which is
really
the key.
tricky.
The key is what I've learned. I've been in business for many, many years. The key is that people are buying from you. They're not buying your product because they can buy your product pretty much from anyone, but people will buy from you because they love you. They get to see who you are on a personal level, being authentic, you know, and it's your vibe that people
Your vibe attracts your tribe.
That's right, exactly.
It's the truth.
That's it. People, if you just go out there and be yourself and share your products or your services, what you're offering by being yourself and sharing from heart and soul, people are either going to like you or not like you. And the people that like you, they're your people. They're your target audience. It's an energy thing. They're attracted to your vibe. And that's what brings sales in. That's just it.
Thank you. I wanted to, I know that we have some really amazing conversations when you guys aren't listening.
We should just put it on record.
Although there's probably a bit more swearing, so these are like the censored ones. But these are really important things for Kerrie and I, because we have been doing this for so long, and we're still finding the shit out ourselves. You know, this even last year I took a leap into something, and we were just having a conversation about it. And I want you to make your own mistakes and learn your own lessons from this stuff. But if we can at least guide you a little bit in some respects, it is just to continue to be unique.
Be yourself.
And you'll never go wrong. Your gut will always steer you the right way. Because even in life, if you are pretending to be something else, it will always not feel authentic to you. And it sometimes can come back and bite you on the bum. We don't want that.
And that's it. And for you to be in soul alignment, you have to be authentically you to get your energy in that flow to attract the right people and everything coming to you.
Yes,
Because if you're not being yourself, you're not going to have that alignment happening.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I have been very blessed to have you in the Female Health Entrepreneurs Collective. I wanted to ask you what sort of does it mean to you, and why do you feel like it's very like an important place to be?
Well, like, obviously you started it, and the Female Health Entrepreneurs Collective, it was your vision, and I just loved it. And as soon as I saw what you were doing and you were talking about it, it made me feel so excited, and it felt amazing from then. And then when you asked me to join you, it was just a hell yes straight away. Because I love what we got to create together, and I love that collaboration and community that we've been able to have through the groups that we've been in, you know, and just making lifelong friends and just being there to support people. Because when I started in business, I wish there was something like this. I wish there was somewhere where I could, like our Shine Online program, you get to, you know, do live videos, like you get to practice all the tools, and we're here to help and support you. Back then, I don't think there was anything really. I mean, you could buy an expensive program, but I loved what you created with a community, and I feel really honoured to be a part of it. And
we love having you.
And just like for everybody that's here, like that's new to business or been in business, but you wanting to grow more and really make something out of what you've got. I think it's such an awesome space. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well, we love having you. And how can our amazing audience connect with you and come and find your amazing work?
Yeah, so my business is Solely Health, and so obviously check it out, the website at Solely Health, and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube as well. So come on and have a look there, and check out what I've got offerings on the website.
Amazing. We will put all the links in as well.
Cool, thanks.
And yes, a big thank you to you, Kerrie, because I am so grateful for one that you have come on in the collective, because I just find it so much easier having someone. It's the same as why the group started. Doing it by yourself is not as fun as having.
It's lonely.
Like,
am I doing it right? Should I be doing this?
And we get to run ideas off each other. You know, as we were saying before, you have that amazing, you know, spiritual elements, and I'm that more practical, you know, stuff. So we just combine so well. So I'm so grateful that you have come on, because it's made it a lot easier and happier and better. And we are a bit more chilled out and relaxed, and I think that's great, because when I was trying to do things by myself over the years, I was always high strung. And I felt like there was so much pressure, because it's just you, but this community, I think, is about just being a bit more relaxed and chilled, and it's about being support and connected. So good. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you for listening, and we look forward to bringing you our next episode very soon.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.